What's up, guys? It is time. We are going to be tearing down into Klaus today. So as you can see from the burnouts and other videos, he didn't quite last through the burnout competition because this belt flew off like 30 seconds into the competition, and by the time that I found out that the belt was off, the temperature was already at like 290 degrees and it felt down on power. So I said screw it and put it up against the wall and just burn them off until the engine seized up. But the engine does turn over now. It's making some noises. It's all kinds of weird stuff, like the dipstick I couldn't get out, and now that I finally pulled it hard enough to get it out, it won't go back in. Like maybe there's a rod or something blocking it now. Who knows? I'm interested to see what everything looks like because the blue smoke really did stain everything. The turbo is blue. You can see the silicone coupler is blue, both sides. Around the blow-off valve, it's all blue and nasty, or who knows even what it is. What this fluid is, could just be engine ice everywhere. I have no idea. So we're just gonna tear apart into this. This might be just a two-part video because, as you can see, my garage, I don't have much space at all, so the car is halfway in here. So my plan is to get the whole top end off, intake turbos, kind of like I've done 12 times fixing the heads. And then I'm going to try to unbolt it from the transmission and get the engine out just like that. I've never been able to do that before. I've always had to drop the whole subframe, then I engine hoist the entire car up in the air and then roll the tires out with the engine underneath. I'm tired of doing that. I'm going to try to see if I can just get it off from the transmission and go from there, and that way I can back the car back out, and then I'll just have the engine sitting here and we'll tear through it. But yeah, we'll put it on time lapse for a lot of stuff until we can look inside different things, because I'm sure it's going to be interesting to see what inside of these different parts look like. But that's the game plan, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright guys, first update for you. Got the entire radiator system out. I have the manifolds out, the turbos out, just about everything. So starting with the car, you can see there's not much left in here. All that's taken apart. It actually all came out pretty easy. I thought some stuff would be seized more than what it was, but it wasn't. Over here we got all the goodies it took out. Got the catch can, the manifolds, which aren't in bad shape at all. Then the turbos, they were one thing that I was worried about. Let me get some more light. You see all that? I thought that was oil. That one's mainly blue, this one's mainly red. So I'm just assuming it's from the tire smoke. So the tire smoke was mixing with whatever else it wanted to suck in. They still turn just fine, and it's not wobbly. So I think they're still good. I mean, I hope they're still good. I'm just gonna take them apart, clean them, soak them, put them all back together to make sure that they're fine. You can see in the piping, this one is all blue on the inside. This one, I don't know if the camera will pick it up too well, but it's all red on the entire inside, which is crazy to me. Piping all right there. The one going into the intake is actually not that bad. It's actually fairly clean. So that makes me think that the intercooler kind of cleaned out everything. I'm gonna have to take that out as well, see if there's anything in there that needs cleaned, but actually looking down in it, it doesn't look too terrible. Huh? There's some red right there, but it's not too bad. That's the update on that. I'm gonna keep tearing apart the top of this off, getting all this out, then probably the engine mounts, and I'll try to get it off the transmission and see if we can pull it out without having to drop the subframe, because that would be amazing. Alright guys, we are back at it. I forgot last night was date night, so had to hurry up and finish that up real quick. But it's Sunday morning, actually pretty early, it's like 8 something. I think I have everything disconnected, all wiring, all bolts. I got it off the transmission, bolts taken off of that, so we're gonna see together if I can get this motor out, or if I have to drop the subframe, which I really don't want to do. All right, now that those are out, let's try that again. Oh, no. I think we got it. Gosh. Success! Out. Now to get it mounted. Before I throw this on the stand, I wanted to show you guys something. I'm hoping that all of this blue on our Monster LT1RR dual or twin disc clutch is just from the smoke. Looks like there's a little red in there. I don't know. The discs in there look blue. We will see. There's no reason. The clutch never slipped, so I don't think it's overheated. But anyways, we did get this clutch used, so we should send it back into Monster anyways to get freshened up. They don't charge too much money to freshen them up and replace them, make them all nice and new again, so we're probably going to do that. Alright guys, we got the engine out of Klaus finally. Didn't have to drop the subframe. All we had to do was kind of unbolt the transmission a little bit so that way we could wiggle it out. Got the engine mounts out. See, this is all nice and cleaned up. And of course, I plan on probably making my life harder. And while we're building this motor, I kind of want to rip out all the wiring out of the car. And hopefully Shane will come over and help me do the wiring correctly. What I want to do is I get all the stock wiring just completely out of the car because half of it's cut up anyways, and then make some nice relays for everything and just run nice wiring. We're gonna pull out the dash, get that heater core out. But the engine, it's on the stand, looking good. I did see little chunks of metal. Remember when I said, oh, the clutch shouldn't be fried? Well, yeah, it definitely is. There's heat spots all over the place. I don't know where these happened. I never felt the clutch slip. I don't know if this is from overheating during the burnout, but it's pretty jacked up. We're gonna go ahead and send that out to Monster Clutch and go ahead and get that refreshed. The oil, I don't think I guys ever showed you, but it is pretty sparkly. But hey, expecting that, not much you can do. So now, actually just going to end this part 1 video off right here, and then I'm going to start tearing apart this motor and we're going to see what kind of carnage is in it, but that'll be for the next video and we'll see you guys then. Alright guys, it's time for some merch. We are stocked up and ready to go. We sold out a couple of weeks ago out of everything, but we have it all stocked up right now. First, we have our Hidden Motorsports employee shirts. They're small to 3XL. They got the company logo on front, name and address, all that good stuff on back. You've seen us wear them all before. Then we have our Klaus Barbarian shirts that Elite Designs and T-Shirt Labs made for us. You saw those all over at Cleetus and Cars. The entire team wore them. They're absolutely amazing. Love these shirts. Hoodies are back in stock as well. We got this nice blue one that I'm wearing, and then we also have a nice gray one. I should be posting up all these pictures alongside of it somewhere around here. Those are back in stock. They're great. Hats, we got 4 or 5 different types of hats: red, gray, blue, black, everything. Got all the hats. Decals, there are 5 different types of decals. Go ahead and pick whichever decal you want. Also, from now until the end of the month, every order comes with free burnt rubber. That's right, real legit burnt rubber from Cleetus and Cars. It's all over Klaus. We have a lot to spare, so yeah, we'll throw in some burnt rubber in there for you. But hey, help us out guys, support us, because all this money just helps going back into Klaus and other projects and other things that we're going to do in the future. Let's get back to the action.